Hello friends. Sometimes you may need to showcase both actual and forecast in the same chart. Imagine you may need to showcase both actual and forecast in a single line chart, and that too on a single series. On top of that, you wish to have a different line for actual and forecast respectively. That means a normal line for actual and a dotted line for forecast. Also the different colors. This can be done manually in any line chart by getting into the data series properties, but that is not going to be dynamic. Whenever you want to change further, you need to open the data series properties and change the required elements. If you wish to have this dynamically, this video will help you. Keep watching. But before that, let me ask you, please do subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. First, let us see how much we can do manually so that we'll understand the necessity of a VBA code. So I have added a sheet to there. I have added some information. So there I need to create a line chart. So insert a line chart. So line is this, a single series line. I can select the line so that the entire data series selected, right click, and then you can get an option format data series. And then if you click on that, you will be taken to the vertical pane where you can see options, the properties. This is the series options. These are the shadow, glow, and soft edge and 3D format, special effects. And then the format painter. There you have two options, line and marker. There I am selecting the line. So in the line you can see by default the color is coming automatically. You can change the color the way you want, and there is a compound type how you want the line, and dash type how you want to have the line in terms of the dotted line or a proper line. If I select a dotted line, the line will become like this. But here I want only from August onwards the dotted line. Somehow that is not possible manually. If I double click on any one point, this is called point. What is the point number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 8th point. And this is one series, the series 1 and point number 8. And I can select the point and I select the line and change it to a normal line, for example, if I want to. But I can do only one line. Otherwise I can go to the next point and select this as well, one by one. So this is completely manual process. So obviously I will not be able to do in a dynamic way. And if I want to change it back to something else, I need to come back and do it again. So it's completely manual and you need to do repeatedly. But if you wanted to in this way, if I select any one specific month, the data is changing. And if I select any other month, automatically the data which is preceding data, the previous month's data is converted into a normal line, and otherwise it is a forecast. Now let me explain how to create this chart, writing few lines of code, and then you'll be able to do it yourself. Keep watching. Now let me show you how to set up the sheet and then how to write the macro. First I need to have one list box. To get the list box, I need to get into the developer tab. Inside that, in the controls group, under insert option, there are two sections, form control and ActiveX controls. So there I need to select the list box. In the form controls, the list box. And then I can just, I'll get a plus icon. If I get drag it, I'll be getting the list box here. Now I need to format it. So I need to right click on it and then I need to go to the format control. And inside that, under the control tab, you have two options, input range and cell link. Input range will be all these months, so that I will be getting those month names inside the list box. Cell link can be any one cell. I'm selecting A1. And then let me add OK, so that all the months are coming up. And now what happens is if I select any one month, accordingly the number is coming. If I select December, it is 12. If I select January, 1. So the range of numbers is 1 to 12. That we need to keep in mind. Before getting into the VBA coding, I must have one chart so that I can manipulate that chart the way I want. For that, I need to select the data, insert, and then add a line chart. And then I can change the format or design. So let me go to the chart design and select. In one of my videos, I have described how to select a design of the chart by using a number with the help of VBA coding. You can watch that video by selecting the link which is given somewhere on the screen. Now this is a chart and currently the chart name is chart 6. And I need to name this in a proper manner. I can just leave it as it is. Otherwise, I can name it. So I'll just go there and say YouTube demo. So I'm just typing the name in the name box. So this area is called as name box. So now this chart name is YouTube demo. For creating a macro, I need to remember three things. One, the cell reference A1. There the value is coming based on the selection in the list box. And then there are 12 numbers, 1 to 12. And third one, the chart name is YouTube demo. Now I need to get inside the VBA editor. For that, either I can press Alt and F11. Otherwise, I can go to the developer tab and then select Visual Basic. And now I'm inside the current workbook. So let me select Insert on the top in the menu. And there I need to add a new module. So that a white text editor appearing, and there I need to start with one sub procedure. It's a subroutine. Sub YouTube demo. And then I need to define the range because this cell is now going to be the control point. So let me say dim n as integer because it's a number. And then what is n? N equal to range A1. So that range A1 is the dot value. So because in range A1, whatever value is coming up, that will be taken care. Now I need to select the chart. So currently this is my active sheet. Inside the chart is under the hierarchy of shapes. So chart is one of the shape. So I need to write the code active sheet. Within the active sheet dot shapes, the shape name is YouTube demo dot select. Now what happens? For example, if I just keep my cursor anywhere else and if I run this code, you can see the chart is selected. Now the chart is activated. Since I need to format the data series, that is the line, I need to select the line. So the line is this. I need to select this. And on top of that, I need to select the points because I want to select only a couple of points or few points, not all the points. So these are all called points. And we have only one series. So in VBA coding, it will be called as full series collection 1, full series collection 2, and so on. If you have multiple lines, that will be called as 1, 2, 3, etc. So accordingly, I need to select the series. Under that, I need to select the points. And again, the points are 12 in this entire series. There are 12 points. So I need to select only few points, not all points. For that, I need to write the code like this. So let me get into the Visual Basic editor. And then currently my chart is selected. So I can say active chart because in this chart dot full series collection, and what is that? It is 1. And then I need to select the points and 1 dot select. Now what happens? You will see this point is selected. So let me run this code. If I click on the run, the sub, you will see this point is selected this. If I change it to 2, then you will see the second point is selected. So that way we can control the selection and then we can achieve our objective. Selecting a single point is possible through the manual process itself, and we cannot select multiple points together. So we need to have a workaround where I will be selecting a point and then changing the format of that line and going to the second point and so on in an ascending order. That too with a start of a specific number. For example, I have created a list box and currently I selected March. What is the March? It is showing 3. So from 3 till 12, that is December, I need to select one by one each point and format it so that whenever I go back or forth, accordingly the change will happen and I can see the format. So for that, first I need to create one basic loop. So we have already defined the n. N is equal to the number which we are showing in the A1 based on the selection in the list box. So apart from that, I need to create another variable which will decide where to start and where to end. That is dim counter as integer. It's again a number. And then I need to define through a loop, that is we are using for loop. After selecting the chart, we need to tell Excel, please do the same activity repeatedly from one point to the last point. That is that is a for loop, counter equal n is whatever we selected inside that list box, that is giving a number in A1 till end, that is 12. So now it has to select the counter number. N means currently it is 3, then 4, then 5, then 6 and so on. So it is not going to be number 2, it is going to be counter. And I need to say next because it's a loop. So it will select 1 and then select 2 and then select 3, based on the set number. And now you can see, let me just take this and show you. Let me run this code. So I'll press F8, which is a debugging option. Now you can see I've selected the chart. Now I've selected June, then selected July, then selected August, then selected September. You can notice here, then selected October, selected November and selected December. So that way this entire code is helping me to select each and every point. Now I need to decide what I'm supposed to do with that selection. After each selection, I need to do the format. So after select, I'm extending the code with the selection, and inside the selection, I need to format the line and end with, so that I can write 2-3 actions within this loop. There, I need to use one property called dash style. That is equal, and if I press Control and space bar, I will get the enumerator. There, if I write MSO, Microsoft Office line, and then you have so many type of lines where I am using sys and then dash. This is, I think, dotted line. And then I want the color, so for color dot RGB, because I want to use RGB color. RGB, you can use any combination. I'm just typing one code which is already I have decided, and you can pick up this from the color picker at wherever you want. Even from Excel also you can pick it up, and now you can see the color is different. Now if I jump inside the Excel and if I run it, for example, if I just quickly run it, what is the number I've selected? Let us see. The number I've selected is 6. So from June onwards, this entire line will be colored differently, and also the line will be different. So let me go back and then run this code. Now you see from June onwards, it is colored in a different way and it is giving you the dotted line, and this line is a normal line. To avoid running the macro from the VB editor or from any other process, let me assign the macro to the list box so that from the list box itself I can run the macro. So let me select the list box, right click, assign macro, and YouTube demo is my macro name. And now based on the selection, I can have the changes within the chart. But there is going to be one small problem. For example, if currently I've selected June, so from June till December the values are changing. So if I select May, it is changing from May to December. But if I select August, my objective is I want to show from August till December this dotted line, but till July the value should be, the data should be in the proper different line. That is not happening because we have not created any instruction for that particular incident. So it is static now, it is not happening. So for that we need to extend the code. So let me go back to the code and I need to actually create another counter. So I'll say variable dim counter1 as integer. It is a reverse counter. Earlier one is ascending counter, this is an descending counter. And then let me select all these again, copy this and paste it down. It is not going to be for counter, it is for counter 1. It is n to 1. It has to go in a descending order backward. For that I'll write step -1. So it will go current number -1 and -1 and till 1. And then here the counter will be counter 1. Then I need to change the line type, etc. So I will be changing that dash style, MSO line solid. It's a solid line and I want a different color. I can select the color by going to Excel and select any cell, go to the home tab, select the color format bucket and then go to more colors, select a green color. And if I go to custom, I can see 51204551. So let me go back to the code and this will be 51204 and 51 with the selection of those points, because they are going to be selected in this fashion towards backward. And then please format the line with a solid line and color like this and so on. So it will be happening backward also. Now I'll come back to the chart and if I select April, now you see it is starting from April. When I go to August, you see it is starting from August. So this capability now change the format based on the selection quickly. Now the design part. If you wish to have this kind of color and glow, etc., simple. You can go to the chart. Let me keep the chart somewhere here. And I need to select the chart area, right click, format the chart area, and then I want a fill, gradient fill, and I want to have the gradient. One color is red, another color maybe this blue, and it should be linear, and then you can change it the way you want. So the red will cover the green, green will cover the red kind of. Now these data points you can change the format. I'll go to home and select a specific font which you need to download, and then you can make the text fill as black and you can add any shadow, etc. if you want. I don't want these axis values, but I want the data labels, so I can add the data labels. And these data labels as well, I wanted to have a different font so that they look nice, and I want them to be little, maybe this color. And now I want to change this line in a different way. So that is called the compound type. If I select the compound type and select this, your line will come the way it is shown in this chart. Only thing is I need to increase the line width. So let me select the line again, and then I need to go to the width and increase the width so that you can see it is coming up nicely. And now I need to add the glow. The glow will be added through the code because it has to change automatically. So the glow will be this and this based on the selection. For that, let me type the code itself. To add the glow, I need to jump into the code and then I'm using the same code again, but I'm going to change the properties there. So after undo it, I need to copy this with selection, format line, etc. But it is not going to be format line, it is going to be the glow. And then glow will not have any style, but glow will have a color. It's not for color, it is just color. And the color will be same, but it has to have some transparency, that is 60%. And then it will have some kind of spread that is called I think radius equal some 20 points. That way we will get the glow. So now let's say, let me select all these, and I need to paste here also. Only thing is I need to copy this same color here, but because the glow color also should be the same of other color. Other properties are same. I think we are good to go with this code. Only thing is some indenting to be done properly. Now let me go back to my Excel and let me select January. Some issue, the transparency, the code is wrong. I hope now it is good. I think the same issue here. So this is called debugging. So it will throw an error and you will see that what is happening. Only thing is the background is not so dark, so this glow is not coming properly. So let me go back to the chart area and let me select this kind of dark. Now the glow will be good, and this also little darker color, so that the glow will make sense. I think these data labels are going to be now white, and this also white. So that way actually we have achieved. And now if I select it, based on that you will be able to see the change is happening. So this is good. Now let me select any specific month and it is behaving. If I select January and it is completely forecast. If I select February, March, April, May, and so on. I hope you like this video, and if you have any questions, please mention them in the comment section. And please don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Keep watching and keep sharing. Thank you very much.